My name is Susan and I have lupus and Sjögren's syndrome. Lupus, I was diagnosed in 2007, so that's about 11 years, and the Sjögren's really started about 5 years ago. On an average day, I have dry skin. I'm also sun sensitive due to the lupus, so if I go into any warmth or hot sun, I end up having to put more cream on. I get like rashes, so I just have to be really, really careful. On a very bad day, I feel like my skin is crawling from the inside out. You want to scratch and there's nothing that's going to stop it scratching. The worst case that we had, my husband actually had to hold my hands when I went to sleep because I couldn't stop itching. You have to change your clothes. Everything just hurts. In the past, it stopped me going out, and my worst that I've been would have been back in January, and I started having panic attacks. I wasn't leaving the house on my own. I'm getting really emotional now. Yeah, it really got to me, like having to do everything. Like I just felt like you can't go in the sun, you're not spending time with your family, you're watching everyone else outside, and you just feel like you're avoiding life. My confidence was really affected back not long after I was working as a makeup artist, and that was before lupus was diagnosed. I had the butterfly rash on the face, which just came up out of nowhere, and it was literally right across the nose and across the cheeks. No makeup would cover it. I was having to work in the industry with this rash that looked horrific. My skin was hot, and people were I felt like people were staring at me. It was horrific, yeah. So that I ended up walking out of a job because of that halfway through. It was just horrible. Winter, it's all about moisturising the skin, keeping moisture in. In the summer, it affects me because I can't go out in the sun. So when it's really hot, you either have to wear layers of sun cream, hats, sunglasses, avoiding the sun, so you're walking in the shade. I feel like a bit of a vampire at the moment. My eyes with the Sjögren's dry out so much it feels like there's sand in them all the time, so I've actually had a procedure this year to help with that. But it just stops you living. That's what I found has affected me, and I've changed my career because of it, because it's just too much. The trouble is with autoimmune diseases, people can't see the condition, it's invisible. So people will say to me, you look really well, your skin's so fabulous, and inside you're not, you're hurting, you're itching, you're scratching, you're sitting indoors looking at other people living their lives, and yeah, so nobody's actually said anything to me other than that you look normal. And actually when you're not normal, it really hurts, it upsets me. Yeah. I've always had quite good skincare regimes. I always cleanse and moisturise and use moisturiser at night or specific night cream. I tend not to use anything astringent on my face because it brings it up in lumps and bumps. Extra skincare will be skin creams, thicker skin creams, really super thick skin creams on the really dry patches, and sunscreen. That's been the big game changer. It's sunscreen everywhere. What I've learned is the skin, when it starts being really sensitive, will be the sign that it's going to trigger a flare. So if I get the skin condition, I generally get the fatigue as well, and then pain in the bones, and then it's just like strip everything back, no makeup, I don't wear any mascara, and I carry a bag of medicine with me, basically. It would have been about 3 months ago. I'd kind of been at my lowest, but I started to feel a bit better, and everything's under control, my skin is better. I was able to find the right sunscreen that stopped me burning when I went out, and even though I have had a change of career, I'm starting to come out the other side. Yeah, and it's just, even today, it's the first time I've worn makeup in about a year, and it's really a good feeling. Dealing with and explaining about hidden illness is actually been crucial in feeling better. In the last 3 months, I've started to tell people, and I've started to talk about it as opposed to hiding it, and people couldn't understand why I wasn't leaving the house, and explaining to people why and how people are affected by hidden illness is crucial. Talk to people and explain how you're feeling. Don't hide away. Seek help. You know, go and speak to your GP, your consultants, your rheumatologists, but most importantly, friends and family. Those people are there who are watching you suffer and hiding away, but they can't help you unless you talk to them. And I would say just really share and talk and help people understand how they can help you. Oh, it's vulnerable, isn't it? You feel stripped back talking about it, and that has been like a massive game changer in the last 3 months, is actually talking. Even my mum, I didn't tell my mum that I'd had half the stuff that I've had, and telling her, and she's like, you should have told me. I was like, well, I don't want other people worrying for me. But when it affects your children and they're like, why can't you go outside? And you have to talk about it, really.